Good afternoon, dear friends. So before we start with the journey of C language, we need to know the basics of C language. So what is a C language? This is your first C program which contains the header file. First you need to write down the header file, that is the hash include stdio.h. Include is a keyword that asks you to include the header file. This header file name is stdio.h, which means standard input output, and .h for the header file. Then we have int main void. Main is the name of the function from which your program execution start. Integer is the return type of main. It returns a 0 to the operating system saying that your program has run successfully, and void is it's not taking any parameter. Main is the function. Next, I have written here printf, which is a hello world. That is your first C program. Printf is it's a method. It's a part of the standard. If you don't include the standard IO, then you will be not able to access printf and scanf. Printf is for printing anything on the on the console, and scanf is taking input for your program. So here we don't need any input. This is a very basic C program. We are writing printf hello world, and on the console, once you run this code, you will be able to see the output as a hello world. Now there are some common phrases in C which you should, why in C, in fact in all the programs, which are called as tokens. So what are tokens? Anything which you write in the C is in a C language is called as a token. It can be an identifier, it can be a keyword, it can be a literal, it can be a symbol, anything. Then we can comment a line, like I have written here with a /start and my first C program, and then I'm closing it. This is how you write a comment line in C. Then identifiers. There are some words which are used as keywords, and there are some words which are used as an identifier in any programming language. So what are identifiers? Identifiers are given by the users. They are given by the users. But keywords are the reserved words. Say for example, I want to take a variable called as, I want to write it as an integer a. Right. Now what is A? This A is an identifier. I have given the name as A. I have not used any keyword here. So what are the keywords? These are the basic keywords in C. Say for example, auto, break, case. Now these keywords I cannot write as integer auto. This is completely wrong. This will be treated as a compiler error. So keywords are the reserved words which are not used by the common programmers. They can be used by the common programmers for any particular application, not as an identifier. So next we need to know what are the data types. So there are, C is divided into basic types like the integer, the floating point. Then we have the enumerated types. Then we have type void like we have seen in main. And then we have the derived types, which is the pointer, array, structure, union and function. Now this is the integer data type with the storage. What is a storage? Storage is how many bytes of storage are required for this particular data type to be stored in RAM. Say for example, I do char a is equal to, I initialize it with z. Now this take 1 byte of storage. So what is 1 byte? 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 8 bits of location is stored Z. Now Z is not stored like that. Z will be converted into its equivalent ASCII values. That ASCII values will be converted into binary form, and that binary number will be stored as 8 bits location in your main memory. That is the meaning of storage size. So Boolean will take 1 byte, unsigned char will take 1 byte, signed char will take 1 byte, integer takes 2 or 4 bytes, unsigned int takes 2 or 4 bytes, short 2 bytes, unsigned short 2 bytes, long 4 bytes, and long 8 bytes. So this was your some basic concepts in C programming languages which you need to know before you start with the actual programming, the applications. Thank you.
Vishnu Audio Visual Center, like and share and subscribe and click bell icon.